pass it over to next person. Shall we sing it? Hey love, what's your name? Oh, lovely singing. Did you hear Gemma sing? Got a beautiful voice. We're going to show me where the legs are, top of the legs. Show me your legs. Can you show me your legs? Brilliant. Yay.
We're here today doing workshops with some primary schools, introducing them to some new technology instruments as well as some live acoustic instruments, to hopefully start kind of composing a piece all about the theme is transition from kind of their primary setting to a more senior school. So hopefully at the end of these workshops some of the kids will be playing some of the music that we've created. I'm most looking forward to seeing how the kids kind of develop over the few weeks that we're with them, and seeing how we'll just see what's going to kind of happen over the next few weeks and what we can create together with the kids.
Tech instruments give some pupils who otherwise wouldn't be able to access traditional instruments access to music, whether it's because they've got limited movement or because of some kind of learning difficulties, and probably include the figure notes notation system kind of in with the tech, because that kind of play what you see notation can provide a really immediate access to music.
We're trying to select sounds and tunes and ostinato patterns, and we kind of ideas, vocal ideas as well, from the children. So it's we're trying to sort of find what the children love to do and build a composition around that.
The pieces that we end up creating, they're never quite what you expected, and I think pupils always surprise you with what they've got waiting.
I think it's important for children to have a project like this through transition from primary to secondary, because it's a difficult time for children, so if they have something fun that they can do, I think that's really good for the children.
Transition between primary 7 and S1 can be a really tricky thing for some children. Sometimes they spend the whole of S1 just settling down into what a secondary experience is, and projects such as this help to make them feel more relaxed and part of the school community.
I think it'll be good for us to be kind of a little bit of a constant theme. We're here before they go and we'll be popping up again afterwards, so hopefully it'll provide a little bit of continuity for them in an otherwise changeable time. That's my hope.
Well, we're talking about familiarity, and we're talking about comfort, and we're talking about repetition, and so it will be challenging for primary 7s to move, because suddenly everything's in flux. So it might be quite good in music to sort of use that as a metaphor. So we have all these familiar repetitions, and then there might be something in the piece that's suddenly in flux.
I think the transitions for children are so important, and I think that having the experience of it when they were younger and then carrying it into this has helped them transition from a small school into a big school. Some of the children I didn't know had experienced it, but then when they came into the room they came alive because they obviously recognised Matilda or Ollie or the instruments themselves.
The learners who are taking part in this project are the first years, and they have only been in school for 3 weeks. So having a chance to take part in something like this really gives them a chance to come back together and settle down, and I think also being able to focus on something really meaningful in terms of music. And I think that sense of community is being built up here.
The whole purpose of these workshops is to perform in a live concert with a piece that's been written by Ollie Cox, who works with children's classics. So also some of the children that we're finding maybe take to a certain instrument quite well, they'll hopefully play a part in that concert as well with the Royal Scottish National Orchestra.
Well, many of the children in our school have autistic spectrum disorder, and many of them particularly like music. I think it brings a nice sense of cohesion in the class. I think it can make many of the pupils more confident, trying things they hadn't tried before, remembering things from week to week, and simply just enjoying the music.
So they've been playing different instruments, learning about timing and rhythm, and it's helped them work better together and it's improved their confidence.
For me particularly, being a new member of staff, I've noticed some of my kids that I didn't know so well just shine.
Two or three of our pupils are going to be on stage in the Usher Hall in the concert on the 28th of October. I think they're very excited, they're pleased to have been picked, and their parents are also very, very excited about it. They're looking forward to it.
This is definitely a chance for them to experience something new.
Now, we have come to a very special moment in our concert. I'm just going to invite our solo musicians to the front of the stage, and they're going to get into position, because not only is this piece featuring the fantastic RSNO and our wonderful NYCOS choirs at the back there, but also we've got some high-tech instruments going on here, so I think we better just get on with it, because, as I said, hopefully you're going to find this as enjoyable as we have been putting it together. It is We Can Fly. Ready? Ready to sing? I'll count you in. Here we go, guys.
All around the world, people are in need. Open up your heart and hear us loud and clear.
Children's Classic Concerts. Thank you very much for coming. We'll see you at Christmas. Bye-bye. And an extra special bye-bye to Ollie.
The project has been wonderful for the children. When you see them play their instruments, they come alive. It makes them so much more confident. It teaches them important skills for general day-to-day life. And they enjoy it, which is the most important thing, that they have fun.
I think music particularly benefits these children and young people to help them express how they're feeling. I think it gives them an outlet. I think it also helps their creativity.
In general, there are so many benefits. I couldn't answer that question in just 2 minutes. Well, first of all, they can, in music, really express themselves. Then they can regulate their emotions through music. Wow, it's really difficult to, to put it all together. Because there are so many parts of brain that work when you play music, when you listen to music. It has so many benefits.
I think music is important for many reasons. First, music for music's sake, to enjoy creativity and enjoying the sound. You know, especially very sensory people, very sensory person will experience sound differently. They might not be using words or their bodies, but they might be using their eyes or just a wee finger or their foot. Then if they can access sound, if we can allow people to access sound by doing that, then the experience is rich. And I think the music just kind of is emotional and it gets right to the soul of where, you know, the person is.
All around the world, people far and near.